What's up? This is John from J Generation Grudge in the Peach Capital of the state, baby. Woo, J-Dog is tired. It's 5 o'clock. I'm on my way back to the shop.
Take exit 311 onto US 1 towards Southern Pines. Then keep right onto US 1 North towards Southern Pines.
Oh, let's kill that right there. I know where I'm at now. Figured I'd go live. I got about 30 minutes. I guess about 30 minutes before I get back to the shop. And then I am going to take me a shower, get all this dust. Let's see. Got there this morning. I don't even know what time it was. 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. What time did I get there? I left at 3:30, 4:30, 5:30. 4. Yeah, I left at 4. Yeah. So I helped until about 4 o'clock. And then I came the other way home. I came on the interstate all the way home. So I've made a good time. So I got about, like I say, 30 minutes. And I'll be back at my shop. So I'm in Rockingham right now. Just entered into Rockingham city limits, which would be, I think this is Richmond County. I think this is Richmond County. Not sure. But anyways, got a lot of stuff done. I worked on Michael Hunt's bags, and woo, that's a rough one. Worked on Michael Hunt's bags, and they had been working on them before. Got it roughed in. They'd put some filler on it. Filler been on it for a day. Filler been on it for a while. It's hard, you know, like really, really hard. So I got all that buzzed down. Then he showed me what he wanted. I got that, and then I started building up some places that he wanted built up. And then I asked him about the corners. The corners of the bag is sharp, 90 degrees. But then everything else, hold on, let's see, let's go. Damn, that was railroad tracks. That was railroad tracks, bro. That was railroad tracks. Hold on, I'm going through a light. Hold on, can't look. Make sure nobody don't run it. All right, so the corners of the bags are like this, you know, 90. But everything else on the bag is radiused. It's got a radius here, radius here, radius there, radius there. The tubes on the bag, you know, the frame is radius, radius, radius. Everything's radius except at the very bottom of the bag that's on the rear of the fender. It comes to a point, and then it's still radius. So I asked him, what their plans were, and he's like, what do you mean? And because you don't never know what somebody expects out of their stuff, because it's their stuff. So they have a vision in their head that you try to get that vision in your head. So whatever they want their end result to be, you have to figure out from them to explain it to you the best of their ability, so you can kind of have their vision in your head, so you can know where to work from, if that makes sense. And so I asked him, I said, what's the deal here? And he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, because they made these bags. They made all the fiberglass. They done all the molds. These are not store-bought bags. These are custom made bags. So I was asking him what about the corners, you know, they're sharp. And he said, what do you think? And I said, do you want them to be sharp, like sharp body lines? And he goes, well, I really don't know. and I made a suggestion. I said, I would radius those corners because everything else is radiused. You got radius here, radius there. Everything else is radiused, and then you have the corners where the side of the bag and the top of the bag meet. It's a 90 degree. And he goes, okay. I said, well, I can make one side rounded, and if you don't like it, we can put it back, or I can put it back. So I radiused all the corners that was sharp. So instead of being 90, now they're radius to match everything else, because you got to look how everything flows. If you got a radius, the tubes are radiuses, all this radius, and then you got plow. You got a square edge. Body man knows how to blend. A body man knows how to blend. What are you talking about? Blending paint? Blending clear? Blending metallics? What you talking about, Woody Wood? So I radiused the corners where they were sharp on one bag, and then once I got those radiused, a rounded edge plus a sharp edge is more prone to getting chipped, and the paint is thinner on a sharp corner than it is a radius. So he was working on another set of bags on some other stuff, and he looked at it and he said, I like that. He said, so I did the rest of it. So blending filler. Oh. Yeah, I'm not talking about blending filler. I'm talking about the fiberglass corners were sharp, is what I was saying. They were 90 degree when they made the side, and then they made the top, and then when they seamed it together, you got that sharp edge, right? That's what I'm talking about. I was asking, did he want me to radius those, or were they intentionally making them where they were radiused on that corner? Buddy looks like a Russian. He's strong like ox. Rolling the edge of the bags. Can you say, yeah, that's what I was doing, Jonathan. Rolling the edges. Let me get out behind this truck. So, nope, I'm not worried. No, sir. No, sir. So, in the back seat, I have a set of bags, a smaller set of bags that I'm taking back to my shop, and I'm going to finish the body work, prime them, I'm gonna block them out, fix everything that needs to be blocked, prime them, block them out again, reprime them, seal them, paint them, clear them. And so I got those in the back, and then I have the L7s, the Kicker L7s. I have those in the back, and I have the amp in the back for the 68 C10. And also I have the paint for the bags. They went ahead and they supplied the paint and everything else. So we'll go from there. So he said there wasn't no hurry in these, but I'm gonna make some stands and to hold these bags. So I'm probably I could go buy 2 engine stands and then modify them, but then an engine stand is $100 a piece. And then we'll go. So if I bought 2 engine stands and cut them, that's $200. I can buy $200 worth of tubing and build my own stand the way I want it. The guy wants you to take. Be careful. So, but anyways, all right. The guy wants you to take your hat off. What? What's up, Dusty Country? Remember that, Jonathan? Move over, dummy. On them ripple strips again. On them rumble strips. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting some I'm sorry you're sick. Actually, I mean, that's a good idea, building them out of 2x4s, but 2x2 tubing or 1.5 by 1.5 tubing is cheaper than lumber, and I'm going to do multiples. So if I build a heavy duty stand with an adjustable head where I can mount multiple bags, but they were telling me that all the bags bolt in the same place. What's up, hard body? They telling me that the bags, both the bags are different. And if the bag, larger, but the mounting holes are all the same. So if I make a stand, if I make 2 heavy duty stands that could mount the bag on one and mount the other one, then I can roll them around and do whatever I want to. It's not good driving and see your phone. I'm not seeing my phone. If you're going to use them over and over. Oh yeah. I built a bunch of stands out of that 2.25 by 2.25 rectangular tubing that they use for them car sheds. I got a bunch of that was damaged, and I made 5 carts or 5 stands that are 5 foot on the inside by 10 foot long, where I can hang stuff and prime and paint. So on one stand I can hang 2 hoods on one stand, and then on another stand I can hang 4 fenders, 2 doors. So I made them pretty big. Let's see. That's a pretty good idea, Jonathan. So, I don't know what amp. I got. I don't even know. I didn't even look. I'll do another video when I get home. When I get back to the shop and get everything. Look, there's highway patrolman hiding over there in the bushes. I'll do a 3-minute reel or something. I don't know, to show these parts. But yeah, but see, I like the idea of the engine stand, because the engine stand has a part on it that rotates 360 degrees, right? So I think I got some 2-inch pipe, but I don't know what the idea of it is, because it's heavy wall. But I could take and build a stand and then get some more pipe, and then take and slide that piece of pipe into the other pipe, put a flange on the other side to bolt to the tank or bolt to the bags, and then put a tractor pin, like on an engine stand, so it don't rotate. And then I could, drill a hole, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock in the pipe. And then I could rotate the pipe in the stand, from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. That way I could, if I had to get around the whole part, I could get around the whole part. I don't know. It's always fun building stands, because if they don't work out, you cut them up and start all over. So, but anywho's, boy, I thought today was Saturday all day. Hey, Jonathan, did you send me an email? Well, I don't know what in the world's going on down here, but I'm going to have to fix this right here. Y'all hang tight. Okay. Yeah, just whenever you can. No worries, no hurry. What's up, RJ? We back. Just feels like we was just doing this just a few hours ago. We headed back. I'm already back in North Carolina, so I don't know what the hell that crap is. It's got to go. Old 2-inch pipe. Yeah, I got a bunch of 2-inch pipe. Old 2-inch. Ain't nothing like some 2-inch pipe. Look at the marshmallows out there. Oh, baby. Woo. Hey, you know what's better than 2-inch pipe, RJ? 2.5. I got a piece of, well, actually I got several pieces. I got a piece of railroad steel, railroad iron rail. It's about 5 foot long. I'm gonna cut it at like 2 foot, and then I'm gonna drill some holes in the bottom of it to put some bolts, and then make an anvil, because that thing's already hardened steel. I'm gonna polish the top, radius the corners, and I'm gonna make me an anvil for metalworking and stuff like that, because there ain't no hitting on my table, my welding table. You ain't hitting on my welding table. You ain't putting yeah, take I got several pieces. Take that piece of railroad iron and cut it like at 2 foot, and then polish the top, sand it, and just go up from 80 grit all the way up to 600 and just make it a mirror finish, and then daggone put the polisher on it, polish it, and radius the corners. Because the cleaner your die is on your metalworking dies, the cleaner the die, the cleaner it will make a profile on whatever you're hammering dollying on, and then go from there. And then I have a old oxygen tank, for torch, oxyacetylene torch. I have one of those that's no good. I'm gonna cut it. I don't know how. I'm gonna cut the bottom of it off, but I'm gonna make it, I don't know, probably where it's at least waist high, and the bottom of those welding bottles is radiused, concaved. So you know how some people take and they'll get a stump, like a piece of red oak or a piece of hickory, and they'll hew out the stump to make a stump where they're beating on sheet metal to start making it form. I seen a video on YouTube the other day, guy had, and he took and made one out of the bottom of a welding or gas bottle tank, and I was like, huh. And when he cut that tank, it was solid, and not solid metal, but the stuff that's on the inside of it, the tank is like some kind of white foam or something. I don't know what it is. And so when he cut it, he didn't know it was solid. And then what he did was he welded some tabs to the side of it, and then where he could bolt it to his table. So he just stood it up on the floor, and this thing was about waist high, good working height for whatever how tall you are. And then he made it where he could bolt it to the edge of his table leg, so he wouldn't have to hold it and make a stand, and it was rigid. And he would put sheet metal on it and use his excuse me, he uses nylon hammers and stuff to pre-shape metal, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I was looking in the bone pile yesterday, and I had one. I thought I had one, but I thought I threw it away too, but I still have it. So I'm gonna cut that, and I'll either make some legs so it'll stand, or I'll figure out something. I do have a piece of plate. I have a piece of 1-inch plate that's cut in a circle, and I think it's like a 2-foot circle, and it's 1 inch thick, and that's pretty heavy. I don't know how heavy it is, but it's pretty heavy. It's 1 inch thick. It's like a 2-foot radius, solid disc. I could take that piece of tube, I could take that and weld some tabs and then bolt it or weld it to that flat stop or that flat disc, and that would be a counterweight. Then I could just move it wherever I wanted to. I could do that. Ooh, I'm tired. I hate riding. Man, I hate riding. I hate riding. What'd you work on today, Jonathan? What'd you do today, Jonathan? Is that cotton? No, that's those big white, that is hay. That is hay put in those bags, and what happens is basically the hay rots in on itself, and they call it silage. Yeah, they call it silage, and then if you got cow, that's like a superfood for cows. I don't know why it does what it does, but they wrap them up, hay bales, and put them in those bags, and then it just rots in on itself and turns like into a goo, and they call it silage, I think, and it's a superfood for cattle. Man, that's a long name. Lord William Bucher of, yeah. Hello, William. So that's what that stuff is. I call it marshmallow, big marshmallows. That stuff is expensive too. Expensive. Well. Lord, well, me again. I hope you slept. Anybody got time for that? I'm running 70 mile an hour. The interstate, this is the interstate. Speed limit 70 mile an hour. Got my cruise set on actually 71, and people passing me like I'm sitting still. That's interesting. So it's like a plastic mold. Makes material for pools and paint. That's cool. Baby Legs was just talking about he needs a liner for his pool, and he ain't putting no liner in his pool. He said they're gonna have to come spray liner in his pool. So every time he puts a liner in the pool, dogs jump in there and tear it up, butchering wild hogs and deer and making smoked sausage out of them. Hey, that's what's up right there, Tony. Yes, sir. That's right up my alley. Making side meat, fatback, bacon, sausage, crackling. I could have swore today was Saturday. I don't know if it was Jonathan or JG that told me today was Friday. I could have swore today was Saturday. I could have swore today was Saturday. But guess what? They corrected me and told me today was Friday, so I gained today. I thought I lost today. 70 mile an hour. I'm running 71. Jokers are passing me like I'm sitting still. I don't know what I'm gonna get into when I get home. I know I'm gonna fix me something to eat. I don't know, I bet everybody else has already ate. I'll probably get home and eat me a peanut butter jelly sandwich and say, oh, this is delicious. Oh, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Oh, this is delicious. And a big old glass of buttermilk. Well, it's 40 degrees now, Jonathan. When I left the house this morning, it was 13 or 14. It's 40 degrees now, so it's warmed up. I know Baby Legs, he's got some diesel heaters, them propane torpedo heaters. Lord have mercy. Them son of guns will run you out. I had to tell him, I told him, I said, man, you're gonna have to turn that son of a gun down back here where I'm at. I said, you killing me. He's like, what? I said, you killing me. I said, I don't even work this hot. I don't even keep it this hot at my shop. And I mean, they're doing glass work and stuff, and they got to have it hot so the fiberglass resin and all that stuff. But Jesus Christ. I said, man, you're going to have to bump that. You're going to have to let me get somewhere else or put a fan on me or something. It was just crazy. Crazy hot. He said that one heater he's got, if I didn't mistake, it's got a 15-gallon tank, and said it will run all day long on low, like 24 hours. So that van just come out of nowhere. Hang on, boys and girls. That thing come off the damn window again. I'm about to get another plunger. That thing don't stick worth a crap. I throwed y'all on the floor this morning. Throwed you in the floor again. Look at this son gun pulled right out in front of me like, hey, I didn't see that big old black truck coming. Nope, sure didn't. Looked like the Night Rider coming. He just pulled right out in front of me like, hey, oh, it's okay. Hey, that place right there sells chicken livers and chicken gizzards. You go in there and say, hey, I need to order chicken livers, but don't drop them too hard. And she'll know what you mean. And she'll drop them, and they won't be like super, super hard. They'll be like a pinkish. Then some people come in there and say, drop them things hard. And then they'll cook them, and man, you throw them up against the wall, and then some guns just bounce off. Just super hard. Like they done eat 5 sticks of Viagra or something. I was like, man, you ain't gonna be able to eat that. You're gonna break your teeth. Old chicken livers, chicken gizzards. Sorry. Oh me. It'd be nice if the taco truck was up here and he was open. I'd stop and get me a daggone $20 worth of daggone street tacos, and I'd go home and I'd eat that, take me a hot shower, and I'd be full like a daggone dog tick. So I'm in the big town that I live in, population 686 last time I checked. Roughly 700 people live in this little bitty old town. Everybody knows everybody, just about it. I know just about everybody, just about it. The Gulf of America. Hey, Red Dawn. I don't even know how to say that. Red Dawn. Yeah, boy, change it. Change it to Gulf of America. It's okay with me. I'm all right with it. And there's a reason why. There's a reason why to change it. If it was like, oh, that's just stupid, that's just a waste of time to change it to Gulf of America. I'm still waiting on the price of eggs to go down while I'm standing here at Walmart waiting for the eggs to go down. He said he was gonna make the eggs go down first day. He's a liar. And you an idiot. That's the way, I mean, people get to worrying about the smallest things that is the most important. And I know we're supposed to respect everybody's, you know, whatever, but people online complaining that the man ain't changed the price of eggs. He said he was gonna drop groceries on day one. He's a liar. He's a liar. The orange man is bad. You an idiot, because you don't know how, yeah, I said it. You an idiot, because you don't know how stuff works. Okay, if fuel goes down, if we drill, baby, drill. If we drill our own oil and we drop the cost of fuel, diesel fuel, propane, natural gas, gasoline, kerosene. Has anybody bought kerosene? I'm in North Carolina. Has anybody bought kerosene? I hadn't bought any, but a buddy told me yesterday kerosene was $9 a gallon. I remember when that shit was 89 cents a gallon. $9 a gallon for diesel fuel. That's insane. That's crazy. But everybody's saying eggs ain't lowered and groceries ain't lowered. He's a liar. Well, you an idiot. Yeah, Jay said it. And if I lose some subscribers because I said it, so be it. You an idiot. You an idiot. You an idiot. Because if we bring down the cost of fuel and oil, therefore, that brings down the cost of everything. That brings down the cost of petroleum products. That brings down the cost of shipping fees. That brings down the fees of truckers. That brings down the cost of everything to run everything. Fuel. You got to have fuel. Diesel fuel, propane, natural gas, kerosene, whatever. You got to have it. So if the companies if you're buying diesel fuel and it's $6 a gallon, then somebody has to eat that, so it gets passed on to the customer. So if propane that they use to heat the chicken houses is $5 a gallon and it used to be 89 cents a gallon, guess what? Cost of doing business. Eggs go up. I don't think it has anything to do with the flu. I just think it might have something to do with it, but if you drop gas down, if you drop fuel down, man, that's a pretty sunset. If you drop fuel down, then everything else is going to go down. I mean, everything's going to go down. It should go down. But for people to be sitting out there on day 2 saying, I'm so mad at him, he was going to bring down eggs. He was going to bring eggs down. And he's a liar. So your whole world is revolving around how much a carton of eggs is. I mean, come on, man. I ain't worried about eggs. You know why? Because I got yard chickens. I got chickens. I'm fortunate enough to have chickens. When them some guns lay, man, I get like 10 or 12 eggs a day. I mean, hell, that's a dozen a day. That's a lot of eggs. What's up, Moscow? Yeah, it's insane. He do everything in one day. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. And now they're talking about the Democrats want to impeach him. Come on, man. Ain't y'all sung that song? I don't care what side of the fence you're on. Left, right, center, left. Look, left wing, right wing. You're still the same bird. If I cut one wing off the bird, we're going to go around and around like a helicopter. If I cut the other wing off the bird, we're going to go around and around a helicopter. But for somebody to say, I'm mad and let's try to impeach him and figure out whatever. I just heard that on the radio today. And I don't get into politics on this thing. But come on, man. Common sense. I mean, look. I've worked for businesses that I didn't like their boss, okay? I didn't like them. But I done what I was told, because sooner or later that boss won't be there. So guess what? In 4 years, we're gonna have another election. We'll have another president. And guess what? Most people probably ain't gonna like that one neither. And they're gonna bitch and complain and whatever, blah, 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 blah. They're gonna be mad. It doesn't matter if you give everything to somebody free in life, they still gonna look for a way to complain. It's just what it is. I mean, you can get everything under the sun and you still complain about it. You're still not happy. Enough's not enough. I need more, 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 more. I'm still not happy. I want this and this and this and this and this. And I like that. He said it's 5 o'clock Friday. Everybody that's been working at home is going to have to show up on Monday to work. Because we was paying, I don't care who you, I don't care. We've been paying millions of dollars in rent on government buildings and there's nobody in the buildings. There's nobody in the buildings. Because people are working at home. Now, are they working at home and giving a full 8? I doubt it. Everybody has to have accountability, checks and balances. Even me, I got somebody to check after me. You see, I mean, you got to have checks and balances. So they said it's 5 o'clock on Friday, or today, everybody has to show up on work Monday, mandatory. All government officials have to show up to work on Monday. And if you don't show up, you're terminated. Hey, it's the way it works, boys and girls. It's the way it works. This guy was caught on. I don't know what happened. I lost you. But anyways, I'm back at the shop. I appreciate every single one of you. Let me see if I can catch. Let me see if I can catch. Dude, you. Dude, you've lost your ever-loving mind. Ain't nobody nervous. Just as a bad connection. But you'll get over it. All right, boys and girls, I'm home. I'm back to the shop. Let me get all these parts out. And I'll show you right here, look here. I got parts. I got speakers. So I appreciate every single one of you. And remember what I said, boys and girls, hit that subscribe button. And once I get all this stuff unboxed, I might go live tomorrow and show everything. I appreciate every single one of you. Remember I said, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch where it's sweeping on anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drag. Peace, love, and chicken grace. I'm out. Yep.